Hi there. When using this recording, please do it in a place that's safe, and obviously never while operating machinery. Thank you.
Hi, this is Joe Tracy, and welcome to this guided meditation or hypnosis audio for doing shadow work and for activating your higher mind or higher self. And during this experience, you will explore what lies within your inner self by uncovering the hidden blocks or fears which may be preventing you from reaching your full potential and connecting to your higher mind. And before we begin, let's find a place where you can disconnect and be at ease. It could be a reclining chair, a bed, or even a blanket placed on the floor. Whatever resonates with you is perfectly fine. And let's start this session by taking a moment to close your eyes and feel your body beginning to relax. Inhale deeply and just let your chest and stomach expand with the in-breath. And then on the exhale, feel the tension of the day slowly being released. And just allow yourself to take as many inhales as you need to feel relaxed and ready for this session. And inhaling deeply and filling your lungs with fresh air. And pay attention to the sensations in your body as you exhale. And just feel the stress and anxiety leaving you as your body begins to feel lighter and more relaxed. And noticing how much more calm and composed you are compared to where you were a few moments ago. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to see yourself outside of an ancient pyramid with a backpack on your back. And while looking up at the structure, you begin to see all the various hieroglyphs and carvings on the walls. And as you continue glancing and walking around the pyramid, you begin to notice a small hole near the top of a door. You then begin to put your hand inside, and you feel the switch. And when you press it, you begin to hear a rumbling sound. And then suddenly, the stone door slides open, revealing a secret entrance. You then begin to step inside, and you find yourself standing in front of one of the chambers inside the pyramid. You now take a candle out from your backpack, and you begin to light it. And with the candle lit, you can now see the vibrant middle chamber. And just allow yourself now to approach the entrance of the second chamber of the pyramid. And you can now feel the anticipation as you get closer and closer to the entrance of the chamber. as you can almost hear the secrets within waiting to be revealed. And as you enter the middle chamber of the pyramid, you can't help but be awestruck by it. You then begin to feel a sense of gratitude beginning to swell up in the area of your heart. You take in the golden walls, the hieroglyphics, and the towering columns that stretch up to the ceiling. You can almost feel the energy of the chamber and its secrets. And the chamber is surprisingly quiet. You can almost hear the whispers of the pharaohs in the air. And walking into the chamber of the ancient pyramid, you then begin to feel the spirit of an old pharaoh whispering to you. In fact, it's telling you to place the candle somewhere in the middle of the chamber. And as you place it on the ground, the light begins to brighten the area, giving you a better view of the surroundings. And as you look around, you are surprised to find that the chamber is filled with mysterious artifacts and objects, making you wonder what secrets may be hidden here. And the spirit of the Pharaoh now wants you to stare into the flame, to let it center you, and feel its warmth, and let it bring you into a higher vibrational frequency. As you feel the calming sensation of the flame, and as it helps you to relax, knowing that you're now in a safe and sacred place. And the candle burns brightly now in the middle chamber, and its flame is dancing in the darkness. And at the center of the flame, a brilliant light is visible, and it's radiating from the tip of the wick. And you now focus your attention on the flickering flame in the center of the ancient pyramid. And with each breath that you take, your attention goes deeper into the light, searching for the stillness in its center. And if your thoughts wander, gently bring them back to the center of the flame, keeping your eyes fixed on its core as you feel calm and steady. And now take a few minutes to imagine the energy of the bright flame moving to the center of your forehead, what some call the third eye. And feel the waves of the energy radiating from the flame, filling your head with a feeling of tranquility and harmony. And you let the light wash over you as you allow it to bring a deep sense of peace and contentment. And now let the warmth of the light expand, surging through your whole body as it engulfs your organs with this blissful energy. And feel the light move in every part of your body as you experience the warmth and tranquility of its energy. And continuing to allow this beautiful light to fill you up from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And let the light pour outwards, radiating from the center of your body till it surpasses even the limits of your skin. Now take a moment to reflect on this warmth, allowing it to expand outwards, first a few inches, then a few feet, and now to wherever your mind can take you. And notice how the light seems to suspend you in this moment, and just allow your mind to drift away as you feel the wondrous light surrounding you. And you can even let the warmth embrace you, cascading all around you like a protective aura, and just feel the serenity of it. And everywhere you look is a brilliant glowing light, as if you're surrounded by this deep sense of relaxation. You can even let this light flow behind you as far as you can imagine. And you can let the light expand beneath you, as if the ground has been replaced by a luminous pool of light. And it can expand above you, as though there's no roof, until all you can see is this dazzling, tranquil light. And now savor this serenity, and the spot is yours. It's an oasis of calmness and liberation. And take a deep breath and sink into this peaceful haven. Just let yourself escape from the stress of the external world. And just allow yourself now to have a few minutes to relax here, for yourself and for your spirit. And this is a moment to be still, to be present, and to connect to your inner self. Good. You're doing good. that you're relaxed, you begin to realize that the chambers of this pyramid represent a trinity of the mind: the conscious, subconscious, and superconscious mind. In fact, the middle chamber that you're in right now represents the conscious mind. And it's all starting to make sense now. You see, for you to have the ability to work with your subconscious mind and your superconscious mind, you had to tame the constant chatter of the conscious mind. And the flame of the candle was a perfect tool to prepare for the remaining work that we'll be doing in this session. And you then begin to hear the whispers of the Pharaoh again. And it wants you to pick up the candle and to begin walking down the stairway of the pyramid towards the first chamber. You could call it the chamber of the subconscious mind. And now picture yourself exiting the middle chamber of the pyramid. And as you do, you see 10 steps that lead to the bottom chamber. And as I count from 10 down to 1, you'll see yourself walking down each step of the pyramid. Starting now with the number 10, as you take that first step down, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper. 9 steps down, feeling the relaxation more and more with each descending number. 8 steps down now, drifting, floating, and gliding. 7 steps down, going deeper still. 6 steps, relaxing more with each easy breath that you take. 5 steps down now, and you're halfway there. And when I reach number 1, you'll be 10 times more relaxed than you are right now. And 4 steps down, going deeper still. 3 steps down, as you're feeling more relaxed. 2 steps down, almost down to that perfect place of both peace and tranquility. And finally, the last step, as you're feeling more relaxed than you've ever been. Good. And just allow yourself now to stay with this relaxation for the next minute or so. And now that you've descended down the steps of the pyramid, you find yourself outside the entrance of the bottom chamber. And this chamber represents your subconscious mind, the part of you that also includes your shadow self, the side of you that's been kept buried deep down inside. And taking a deep breath, you brace yourself for whatever you may find, stepping inside the chamber. As a wave of intense energy passes through you, you can now feel the darkness of your shadow self creeping in. And as you step further into the chamber, you notice the hieroglyphics painted on the walls. And you then suddenly realize that the hieroglyphics are actually representations of your shadow. And you're amazed by the intricate detail and the accuracy of the symbols. And taking a deep breath, you sense that this place will begin healing your past and will help you to integrate this part of yourself. And you then feel a sense of warmth from the ancient stones and the air around you as you begin to get a feeling of peace and safety. And you then look at the walls again and begin taking a deeper look at the hieroglyphs and the ancient symbols. And they remind you of the power of the past and the wisdom of the ancients. And you find yourself feeling connected to these powerful energies. And as you take a moment to reflect on this experience from your past and the lessons that you've learned, you now have the opportunity to heal your past and to integrate your shadow self. And as you embrace the present moment, you can feel the transformation happening within you. And you're unifying all the aspects of yourself, bringing in the light and the dark, and all the other aspects of yourself. And with this integration, you feel empowered, whole, and ready to move forward with your life. Now I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And when I reach number 1, you'll be journeying back to a scene from your past. A scene that will help you heal and to help reach your overall potential. Starting now. 10, 9, 8. Taking you away from the present and into the past. 7, 6, 5. Uncovering forgotten memories deep within your mind. 4, 3, 2. And just letting time slip away like sand through your fingers. And then finally 1. And you're right there now, in a memory from your past. Where do you find yourself? And what is the atmosphere like? Do you recognize any elements in this scene? And what is the time of day? Do any colors stand out to you? And what sounds can you hear? Do you sense anything else in this scene? And what would you like to change about this memory? And what kind of emotions are you feeling? And now take a deep breath. And while you do, allow all the energy from that scene to swell up into the area of your heart. And then exhale and just let it all out. And now for the next few minutes, continue to breathe deeply and allow for any remaining energy from this scene to be completely released on the exhale. Good. You're doing good. And now visualize you and your shadow self standing beside you from a third-person perspective, and feel the connection between the two of you as you take a moment to see how much you have grown from this past memory. And just allow yourself now to feel gratitude for how far you've come and how much you've grown. And feel the connection between yourself and your shadow self becoming fully integrated. And do this for the next few minutes or so. Good. You're doing good. And you then begin to hear the whispers from the Pharaoh again. And it's telling you to begin walking towards the stairs. But this time, it wants you to go up to the third and final chamber. And within this chamber lies a Pharaoh that will help you to connect and integrate with your superconscious mind or higher self to get the answers to the questions you have asked for in eternity. And walking up the stairs now, and moving up from the bottom chamber, and then passing the middle, as you feel the sense of anticipation of you getting closer and closer to the chamber where the Pharaoh resides. But before you can ascend to the highest chamber of the pyramid, you notice that there's objects scattered upon the last section of stairs. And the objects are blocking your path to the chamber that will allow you to get access to your higher mind or superconscious mind. And these mysterious objects represent any remaining fears, blocks, or limiting beliefs that are keeping you from connecting to your higher mind. And only by navigating your way past these obstacles can you gain access to the powerful secrets that await you at the peak of the pyramid. And these obstacles must be overcome so that you can unlock the secrets of the final chamber, to discover your true potential and to integrate your three minds. And no matter what roadblocks may arise, you can start the journey of overcoming them however you see fit. And taking the first step is the key to reaching your potential. And once each step is cleared, just immerse yourself in both love and light as you take away each object and letting go of any mentalities, blocks, or struggles that can be getting in the way of you connecting to your higher self. And just go ahead and climb the stairs now as you let go of all that holds you back in life, such as fear and self-doubt. And as you ascend, feel the energy around you shift and clear, making your way to your higher mind. Now take a deep breath and give yourself permission to take as much time as necessary to move past each hurdle. And the more you overcome, the more you'll get closer to accessing the power that lies within your higher self or superconscious mind. And as you climb each step, it's almost like a pilgrimage for your soul, a path that your higher self has crafted especially for you. And as you move up the stairs, you can feel the long-awaited answers to your questions finally being revealed to you, while opening up a whole new world of possibilities as you're now getting closer and closer to that last step. And you're almost there now. Good. You now made it to the top, feeling a sense of liberation and accomplishment. You're no longer held by the unconscious blocks or barriers. You're now ready to meet the Pharaoh, who will introduce you to your higher self. And now step into the entrance of the chamber. And as you pass through, you find yourself being met with a sense of awe and wonder. And feel the ancient energy that resonates here. And just take a moment to appreciate the mysteries that lie within. And what do you see? What do you hear? And entering the chamber now, you are greeted by a powerful, majestic Pharaoh, standing upright, radiating both wisdom and strength. You can almost think of this Pharaoh as a middleman between you and your higher mind or higher self. Now, if it feels safe or comfortable, introduce yourself. And now take a few minutes to reflect on your life and to ponder a question that you may have. And this is your chance to connect with your higher self. Just take a moment to be still and to allow yourself to think of a question that you have for your higher self. Now go ahead and ask your first question. And then the Pharaoh begins to point to the air, signaling to pay attention. Can you hear the sound of a flute entering your stereo field? And it's a ney flute, the type of flute you often hear in Egyptian music. And it's emitting a soft, gentle melody. And the Pharaoh lets you know that this is the signal to begin communicating with your higher mind. And allow yourself to be enveloped in the soothing sound as you seek the answers that you've been searching for. And just take the time to listen and to reflect for the next minute or so. Good. You're doing good. And observing the subtle shifts in the melody of the ney flute as it's being played. Can you hear the flute move to the left part of your stereo field? How about now to the right? And can you hear it all around you now? almost like it's circling. And if you have yet to find the answer that you seek, feel free and ask your question once again. And the gentlest sounds of the ney flute are still in the air as it's gradually coming to a tranquil halt. And hopefully you have gained some valuable insight in the response to your question. And may the sound of the ney flute bring you further understanding as this session continues. And now take some time to consider a second question for this figure. And you're more than welcome to pause for a moment before you present your second question, until you begin to hear the sound of the ney being played yet again. And you then begin to hear the ney flute beginning to play. Go ahead and invite your inner wisdom to arise within you again. And if it feels right, go ahead and ask your second question. And listen as the notes of the ney flute start to fill the air. And the melody shifts and changes as it begins to fill the space with its soothing sound. And eventually the ney flute's melody fades away until it's no longer audible. And just let the silence linger for a moment. Now go ahead and think of your last and final question. And do this for the next minute or so. Just let yourself present your third and final question. And the nave flute begins to play one last time. And just let your intuition be your guide, providing you the answers that you've been seeking. And the gentle yet powerful tones of the nave flute begin to fill the air. And with each note, the answers to your questions become even more clear. Good. You're doing good. And the nave flute begins to slow down as it's finally coming to a complete stop. And just allow yourself now to reflect on the questions that you just asked. And the Pharaoh-like figure would like to show you now a vision of your future, where you've integrated your shadow self and your higher mind into your life. And the flute's melody begins to fill the air as you venture forward into your future with your conscious, subconscious, and superconscious mind fully integrated. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you're right there now, in the scene from your future. And what is your current location? And are you outdoors or inside somewhere? And what do you see? What do you hear? And how is your life different now that you've healed and integrated your shadow self? What does your life look like now that you have this connection to your higher mind? And how are you feeling in this scene? And can you hear the flute move to the right part of your stereo field? And how about the left? And can you hear it all around you now? Good. Now the Pharaoh would like to bring your focus back to the present moment and wants you to see something. And as you do, a beautiful white light begins to saturate the pyramid, and the light slowly intensifies until it completely engulfs the pyramid and its 3 chambers. And feel this light connecting each chamber together, unifying and integrating the subconscious, conscious, and superconscious minds. And just allow yourself to be filled with this energy. And as you take in this calming and peaceful vibrations, feel the full integration of your 3 minds. And do this for the next few minutes. Good. You're doing good. Well done. And you've made this vital connection to your inner self, and you've embraced your shadow self. And as you continue on this journey, the bond between your 3 minds will only become stronger and more meaningful And when you experience the sound of a flute or see a candle, a strong sense of linkage between these three minds will become even more evident. And now in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And if you're in bed and ready to drift off to sleep, you're more than welcome to turn this audio off now, or just ignore the count and drift away. Starting now. 10. Connecting and integrating the Trinity of the Minds. 9. Allowing yourself to open to the flow of the universe. 8. Connecting to your inner wisdom and intuition. 7. Acknowledging the wisdom within the depths of your higher self and shadow self. 6. Following the signs and signals from your inner being. 5. Believing and following the guidance from your higher self and integrating your shadow self. 4. Becoming conscious of your physical form. 3. Inviting your body to move. 2. Experiencing both liberation and illumination. And 1. And when the moment is right, open your eyes.